Let us start the session. So, I will be taking this session into two parts. One, the first, what I have done, and what my preparation strategy and what sources I have recorded. Likewise, the bare minimum thing. So after that, I will be taking the doubts from you people. So is this okay, or do you want the doubt session first and continue later on my strategy? Explaining my strategy. What are you people want to set me know? Okay. First of all, what I have done, I will be explaining the things. So, okay, some more few people commented how to learn English. So, I will also be talking about it. So the first thing, choosing the UPSC, the UPSC. First of all, congratulations to all of you because taking the career path into UPSC requires a lot of courage and determination. So I think you all people are courageous and dedicated individuals. So first of all, congratulations for that. And after that, when it comes to preparation strategy and all, regarding my introduction, myself is Uday Krishna Reddy. I got a All India 780 rank this year in 2023 civil services, permanent results. So this was my fourth attempt, and in my two to three previous attempts, in my very first attempt, I gave interview, missed the final cutoff by 9 marks, and later in second and third attempts, I failed in CSAT. In fourth attempt, I comfortably cleared the prelims with a decent margin. I got 106 marks, 106, 106 marks in general studies and 86 marks in CSAT. So this is my brief introduction about me. And my regarding my graduation, I completed my BA English Literature from Jawaharlal Degree College, Kaurali. So after that, I worked as police constable for 5 years in the 18 police department. Later, I gave resignation and started preparing for the civil services. This is a brief introduction about me. So when it comes to civil services preparation, so first bare minimum things I wanted to discuss. So what are the bare minimum things? First, you need to be thorough with the syllabus, and you have to see the previous year question papers and analyzing them, and the depth of the question, variety of the questions, and the pattern of the questions. You have to discuss and analyze about it. After that, you have to pick the basic fundamental books like NCERTs, as we are know class 6 to 12 NCERTs. After that, we need to pick one standard book for each subject. So, so that the basic sources are covered. And then, apart from these basic NCERTs and the standard books, we need to follow newspaper diary. Majority people refer the Hindu and few people refer the Indian Express. In my case, I refer three newspapers. One is Hindu and two Telugu diaries called Eenadu and Sakshi paper. So I will do refer these three papers daily on daily basis. So this is the basic sources, and the basic funda about the UPSC preparation. Yes, few people are asking motivation and all. So first of all, I will be explaining what I have done. Later, I will be taking the questions. So that will be the fruitful discussion, I think. So I discussed about the basic NCRTs and standard books and newspaper and all. So the sources I made it clear. Um, Regarding standard books, few people are asking what standard books have I referred. So for geography, I referred NCRTs and GC Leon, and history. I referred Karim sir NCRTs. Apart from NCRTs, I referred Karim sir notes, Karim sir history notes. So geography history, and for polity NCRTs and Lakshmikant and original constitution from the law ministry of Ministry of Law, and in their website there is a PDF available. So I downloaded it, the Bail Act. So I didn't read this PM Bakshi because a lot of commentaries are there. So regarding fundamental sources, standard books, I will be I will be repeating it again. So for geography, I read NCERTs and GC Leon, certificate in human geography, and history. I referred NCERTs and Karim sir, Indian history and world history books as well, notes as well, and polity, for polity, I referred apart from NCERTs, basic book Lakshmikant and Bayer Act without any commentaries. So that is available in Ministry of Law Affairs website. And when it comes to environment, I referred Stenker and the newspaper. Thoroughly, I followed the newspaper for Stenker, apart from Stenker. And for internal security, I made my own notes. And for economy, in earlier my three attempts, I referred Sri Ram IAS economy notes. And in recent attempt, I mean fourth attempt, I referred the Gronal notes. Notes. So for art and culture, Nitin Singhania and few government websites, CCRT. So these things I referred. And as for science and technology, I referred Ravi P. Agrahara, Tata McGraw Hills, and I followed the newspaper and current affairs magazines. So regarding current affairs, I followed two magazines. One is Insights and another one is Vision IAS. So these current affairs magazines I followed. These days, the Sarachandra IAS Academy's magazine is also good. So these are my basic sources. When it comes to preparation, first you have to analyze the syllabus in detail. The syllabus, every phrase of the syllabus, you have to make a separate notes. Yes, I will also be discussing about CSAT. So you have to segregate the every clause and phrase of this syllabus. Then you will get more topics in from the syllabus. Then you keep one notes for every subject. You first read the basic NCRTs, make a short notes out of it, and then you move to the standard books. So make a short notes out of it also. So then what happens? Polity from NCRT and polity from Lakshmikant, in both, so from both sources you will be making a single short notes. So for polity you will be having the entirely single notebook for the polity. So that will be your Quran, Bible, and Gita, whatever it may be, you call. So single source. You consolidate all the sources that you have picked up and make a short notes out of it. So that short notes will be the very effectively useful for both prelims, mains, and interview. So preparing short notes is very crucial in the preparation. If at all you prepare the short notes, so then the 80% of the preparation is done. So like that, and a few people are commenting prelims, mains, and option strategy. If I don't mind, తెలుగులో మాట్లాడటం కుదురుతుంది, బట్ ఫ్యూ పీపుల్ ఆర్ ఆల్సో వాచింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ నార్త్ ఇండియా, ఫ్రమ్ హిందీ బెల్ట్. సో ఇఫ్ ఎట్ ఆల్ యూ పీపుల్ వాంట్, నా ఛానల్లో తెలుగులో డిస్కషన్ ఒకటి చేస్తాను. సో ప్లీజ్ బేర్ విత్ మీ. అండ్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ఆఫ్టర్ ద షార్ట్ నోట్స్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు revise it multiple times. So after the revision, there comes the role of test series or mock test. So for mock test, you have to uh, pick any. These days, the test series PDFs are available in telegrams and various market Xerox centers as well. So you just pick any two institutions test series, and you give the attempt. You try to solve the MCQs that are given there. So in the MCQs, you opt a few questions right and you opt a few questions wrong, and irrespective of whether it is right or not, you again prepare the short notes of out of it. So when you prepare the short notes out of this test series, so here you will be having the bullet shots, bullet points. So these bullet points will mostly reflect in actual prelims. So by solving these MCQs, you will also be getting clarity over the subject and the topic that you have read. So this is the test series preparation strategy. So after that, I used to do the insights daily current affairs quiz in their website. I logged into that website, and on that the same day, as we read the newspaper. So in that newspaper, we come across a lot of facts and things and all. So they will be giving 10 to 15 MCQs on current affairs on the same day newspaper. So attempting those current affair MCQs on the same day will give you an extra edge over current affairs. So this is what exactly I do. I have done in my previous attempts and this attempt also. So when it comes to prelim strategy, attempting these prelims test series MCQs is very crucial. When it comes to mains and answer writing practices, so many people worried about how to write this answer writing. So I have very keen plan about it. You can do it on your own. You can do the self evaluation as well. So as you read the newspaper, or as you read the various subject topics on day-to-day schedule basis, so you read a lot of things. So you just pick an A4 sheet paper, like this, and you simply put all your ideas in an organized manner. Like for say, if at all today we read about uh, Indian economy, intellectual property rights. So there may be few articles about it. So as you read the intellectual property rights, you need not to have any question. You need not to have any evaluation as well. But you simply write down what you have understood after reading the article. So by writing every day only one single A4 sheet paper, by writing every day, your cognition, action, and output, these three things will be in a synchronization. So when these three things are in synchronization, so will be also Anish. I will be also telling about these memory techniques as well. So so when you write this A4 sheet every day, so your thought process and your cognition and your action to write down the things will be in a synchronization mode. So then gradually you will be developing the ability of writing things in an organized manner. Forget about these initial days hiccups. So during the initial days, you are not in a position to make an organized the piece of writing. But gradually you will know how to make introductions, and gradually how you will be able to make beautiful conclusions, and you will be pick up in various phrases and clauses from the editorials, and you will also be very creative. So likewise the skill develops gradually. After that A4 sheet exercise, then you when you proportionately when you completed the syllabus of a particular subject, per se economy, so then you start taking the questions from various conceptual questions from economy. So on the same day newspaper, if one is talking about mean Amrutkal and $5 trillion economy, so you just read what is $5 trillion economy, and what is India's position today, and what is the GDP and GSDP of your state and all. So you just need to know all the basics, and what factors are hindering India to achieve this $5 trillion economy, and what suggestions would you be giving. So this basic template you will be having in your mind after reading many articles and all. So by doing this one A4 sheet paper practice, you will be comfortably able to develop the answer writing skill as well. So after that stage, A4 sheet and randomly writing on A4 sheet, and specifically choosing a subject topic. That is second stage. After that there comes the third stage. You pick up the PYQs, mains PYQs. So you just pick up the mains PYQs and just to start writing, irrespective of the time that you have, whatever the time that you take. Don't bother about the time. Even if it takes half an hour to write a 10 marks question, it doesn't matter. So then you write the PYQs, PYQs, and get it evaluated by your peer group, only peer group. Then, by doing these three exercises, you will be having the very good understanding about how to make introduction and how to put a piece of argument into on a paper, and how to make the conclusions, and how to construct the body of the main answer. So these basic fundamental ideas you will be having. Then, if you have the resources, financial resources, you join the test series. Or else in market, yes, I will also be telling about the pen aspect as well. So in market, there are PDFs available. So you just take the printout of any institution's test series, and you start putting your ideas in a time constrained manner. Likewise, for a 10 marks question, you will be having 7 minutes, and 15 marks questions, probably 10 minutes or 12 minutes, I think. So you will be in a position to write down at least 50 questions in 3 hours initially. By doing the regular practice rigorously, you will be able to complete the 20 questions within the 3 hours given to you, time given to you. So this will be the answer writing strategy. So, but what I have observed, many aspirants they directly want to write the test series question with perfect content and perfect presentation. So it won't be happen. So we just graduate human beings. You just remember that we can acquire the knowledge within very short span of time. But to learn the skill, it takes some time. So answer writing practice is a skill. Answer writing practice is a skill. So you need to practice it daily on regular basis. If per se, if we are not aware of our fundamental statistics of Indian economy and various sectors and their performance, so certainly we will be learning within hours or within minutes. So if you are not able to understand the concept of basic structure of Indian Constitution, you can approach your faculty or seniors and you can learn. But within hours, that too within hours. But this answer writing practice requires a lot of practice because it is skill only developed through practice. So few people are commented that what pen have you used. So I used this Pilot V5, Pilot V5, blue color gel pen, Pilot V5. So the problem with this Pilot V5 is that uh, the tip of this pen is very thin, very thin. So while I was writing my GS2 paper, I was writing in a hurry manner. So very fastly I was writing. Then that tip got broke down. So fortunately, I have my handkerchief with me. So it just is, uh, I saved it from that ink, not from the team. So, so you should be cautious, especially the regional medium people. If at all any people who are writing in Telugu or Hindi medium or any regional medium, so I will not be advising this Pilot V5. Rather, you choose V7, Pilot V7. That it is very thick and strong. So that will be good thing. So, and when it comes to interview preparation, regarding optional also I want to discuss. My option was political science and international relations. So I made a blunder in political science international relations because as I am writing it in vernacular language, I'm in Telugu medium. So no faculty available for evaluation at that time. So I didn't write even single mock test for this optional. So that might have impacted my score. So I didn't score much though I am very well versed in the subject content. So when we put on it paper only, the examiner knows how does he know whether you are having the good subject or not, only by checking the paper, no. So though I know the content and I have the content, I was not in a position to get good marks in PSI. So please don't do that mistake as well. So for general studies, at least you have to attend, give 15 to 20 mock test in mains, and for optional, at least you have to give 10 mock at least. So this is my suggestion and my experience and my mistakes that I want you people don't repeat my mistakes. Please learn from myself. And apart from that, regarding CSAT, so I think I am the most eligible person to discuss about the CSAT. So in my 2019 attempt, it was very my initial my first attempt. I gave my CSAT attempt without any preparation, without a single. I didn't even solve a single question, single MCQ. So single MCQ and it didn't even. So it just went like that and gave the paper, CSAT paper. So fortunately, I got through with 75 marks. And I made a similar mistake in 2021 as well. In 2020 attempt, I got 65 marks, missed the cutoff very narrowly, 1 mark with 1 mark. That costed me an year. In 2022, I made lot of practice, but the force was not with me. So the paper was so difficult, and I got panic. And by analyzing previous year questions and answers, I have developed a skill and a decoding method in which if we attempt at least 40 questions in actual paper, if you observe the previous year keys, there is proportionately two options like CRD are given much priority. So what I did after seeing that paper was very difficult, and I got panic. I was so panic. I was in so panic situation in 2022. So then I barely attempted 23 questions in the 22 hours, 2 hours time, 22 questions. So then I decided to bubble all the questions. I bubbled all the rest of the questions, option A only. But my bad luck at the time, option A was very less. So I ended up with 32 or 34 marks. That was the blunder I did. Instead of attempting all the questions, bubbling all the questions, I should have done what I can, why I could have opted. So this is one of the biggest blunder in my UPSC career. So you people, I don't want you people to repeat it. So then I realized in 2022 attempt I scored 100 marks in general studies. In 2019 attempt I scored 106 marks, and in 2022 21 also I scored around 100 marks, and 2023 in general studies I scored 106 marks. So when it comes to GS I was very comfortable, but the CSAT was very difficult. For 2023 attempt, I took CSAT very seriously, and I joined comprehension course with Medati Srinivas sir. So you people won't believe that in 2023 CSAT paper was also very difficult. So but I comfortably scored around 86 marks, 86.41. All 27 questions of comprehension, I opted with 10% accuracy. 10% accuracy. 27 out of 27 questions I opted right. So I did much practice on this comprehension. And when it comes to mathematics and arithmetic reasoning, I joined Rakesh Yadav's course SSCC for intended for SSC CGL. So I joined that course. When it comes to reasoning part, I also joined the Piyush version that is available in Career Lab. So I joined this. three courses for CSAT and did a very rigorous practice. And I also practiced 10 previous year questions right from 2011 to 2022. I practiced all the questions. Uh, so that practice might have pushed me to be in a comfortable zone. With that confidence only, I attempted 2023 paper. So this is my overall CSAT strategy. And for CSAT, you must do the PYQs, 10 years PYQs. So and regarding interview preparation, there is the myth that in UPSC interview they will grill you and they will ask you a lot many difficult questions and they will pressurize you and put you in a the pressurized condition. They make sarcasm out of your answers and all. So this is not the case. I gave two interviews in UPSC. So in my first attempt, I got 171 marks. Honorable Member Sujata Maheta ma'am board, and in my second attempt, I mean second interview attempt, I got to the honorable member BB Spencer board. I got 182 marks. So the interesting thing is in my interview is that I opted for regional medium, Telugu medium for interview, but I gave the interview in English medium. The fortunately board was very cordial and they allowed me to speak in English language only. In fact, they encouraged me a lot to speak in English. So there is a myth the propagating in this UPSC peer group and community. If you want to score more good marks in UPSC interview, you have to be well versed with English and your English should be so flowery. I mean, your language should be so flowery. Vocabulary you need to be high standard vocabulary you need to use, and your slang also matters, and your fluency in English also matters. So these are all myths. These are all myths because when I give my 2019 interview to Honorable Member Sujata Mehta Ma'am board, so I gave my interview in both English. I used a few Telugu words and I used English words as well. So I got 171 marks there. So when it comes to a few people along with me, back in those days, they give interview in English. They are graduates from very prestigious institutions in India. They give interviews in English, but they scored around 150, 160 marks. So out of that experience only, I realized in UPSC interview, language doesn't matter. Language doesn't matter, but the bare minimum thing is you are in a position to construct the sentence, and you are in a position to comfortably with confidently delivering the whatever the thoughts that you are having in your mind to the board in a polite manner. So these things matters majorly. When it comes to the baby swine sauce board, I didn't use it. So I forgot to tell one another aspect. When you opted for the regional medium, either Hindi, English, we can opt to 22 regional languages for UPSC interview. In interview, beside your seat, there will be a translator whose job is to translate the answers that you told to the board, tells to the board in Telugu or whatever the regional medium. If at all you give answers in regional medium, they will be translating it to English and they will be conveying to the board. In my first interview, I used the translator in one instance. That was very first question, initial question. The ma'am asked that Uday, you did vocational course. So tell me, in the context of India, the importance of vocational course. So I tell ma'am, మనం demographic dividend లో ఉన్నాం in Telugu. I told demographic dividend లో ఉన్నాం. The government అందరికీ jobs ఇవ్వలేకపోవచ్చు. The government cannot provide jobs to everybody. So these vocational courses comes handy, like that I told. And the translator, what he did, he interpreted it incorrectly that we are in democracy. I told demographic dividend. So he told, we are in democracy. So immediately I was so cautious and I raised the concern with Honorable Ma'am, Honorable Chairperson, Sujata Mehta Ma'am. Ma'am, I told about this demographic dividend, but he is interpreting incorrectly as democracy. So Ma'am was so considerate, and I asked Ma'am that I will be giving interview in English, uh, but my English is not that much fluent, Ma'am. She generously allowed me to speak in English. So the entire interview went in English only. Then I got 171 marks. So when it comes to BB Spencer board, I didn't take the help of the translator, and I gave entirely interview in English. So even the BB Spencer board assured that even if you want to give your English in Telugu or English both mix, so we don't have any objections. So that much cordial the board is, and they don't have any stereotypes against the students, whether you are regional or rural, or you are urban, or you are coming from poor background or elite background. They don't consider, they don't make any stereotype out of your background. So they simply want to know what is your thinking process, and what kind of person you are, and how you perceive the things in day-to-day life. Whether you are a positive person, whether you are hardworking or creative, and whether you speak with the facts or not. And all these are things they will be testing in those 25 to 30 minutes. So my conclusion note about interview is, don't bother about these all things like language, vocabulary, and all. So you just focus on being a good human being and having a good personality traits, discipline, and dedication, and be an informed individual. Always you should have the quest for knowledge and all. So obviously, the honesty and integrity are very premier fundamental qualities that is the and civil servants require. So coming to the questions, I will be going through all your comments. So regarding inspiration, so many people ask me about the inspiration. From where have I drawn my inspiration? And few people ask me, what do you do when you feel low during this preparation? Yes, at a very initial stage of my preparation, I was so enthusiastic, and in fact, in my very first attempt, I gave interview. So I was very motivated. The few instances that happened in my department compelled me to work and harder. So that incident impacted me very much. So I worked on it, and I always thinking about the incident, and it kept motivating me during my initial days of preparation. But after failing two times in CSAT, so you will be uh, in in very distress mode. So your motivation gone, your discipline and your focus and attention, everything will comes to down. Those things those things hinders your progress and positive mindset as well. And you you will be having your own self doubt on your abilities and capabilities. So at that time, so I used to talk to my friends. Unfortunately, I have few friends, very few friends, so who believes in my abilities and my instincts as well. So and I was also engaged into the physical activities like gymming and swimming and this jogging and all. So then in my fourth attempt, I choose the path of the spiritual divinity. In that spiritual path also you will be having motivation, and you will be having the strita pragnata. In the respect of results, you have to do your duty. So like these things, I use it to get back to the momentum whenever I feel low. So this is the thing. And apart from that, Many people ask me that how do you keep your the spirit high and this motivation momentum continue. So my single short answer is that it is basic instinct. If you want to achieve it, you will be achieving it. You will be doing it at any cost, no matter what a discipline and no matter what the motivation will be having. Your killer instinct. I can say it is as a killer instinct. So I was having that killer instinct very much. So that is the case regarding motivation and all. When it comes to I, in question CSAT strategy, I already discussed about, but you people believe me, I'm very bad at mathematics, but I learned all the 8 years, I mean, class 1 to class 10 years mathematics in 8 months. So you just pick up NCERT mathematics books and you just do these fundamental thing. So your fundamentals will be strong and they join this Rakesh Yadav sir's course and Piyush Varshney sir's course. So then you will be comfortably able to tackle the CSAT. So this year paper and 2024 paper is very easy. Easy comparatively it is very easier side. So even if it comes in a very difficult manner, so you will be in a position to tackle it. So and what doubts people have? Give some suggestions about yes regarding memory techniques. So UPSC exam is that it requires most of your analytical ability. So you should have this analytical skill first in it, but a very instinct. So when you remember this analytical manner, you will not be forgetting things. So when it comes to, for example, when it comes to El Nino, La Nina, so if you want to remember El Nino, La Nina phenomena, you will certainly will be end up in a confusion. But when you know about the pressure belts and these all things, and Ekman spiral and these all things, so the concept of and the pressure belts. So, and the concept of adiabatic cooling and adiabatic heating. So, upwelling and downwelling. When you are well versed about these basic concepts, you are not in a position to forget about the phenomena. But there are a few things that you have to memorize, like the country surrounding the Aral Sea, the country surrounding this Black Sea, and the country surrounding the Red Sea and all. So likewise, you have to memorize the things. So for memorizing the things, my suggestion is that you just make a mnemonics, and visualization technique I used very much. When it comes to representation of People's Act, I had a visualization for Foreigners Act, foreigners are coming to India, so like Britishers, Foreigners Act and NDPS Act, Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances Act, that and they are bringing some narcotic substances. So and unlawful activities prevention act. So through foreigners, Britishers are coming to the country and transporting, smuggling these narcotic and psychotropic substances and doing unlawful activities here in India. And if at all then any unlawful activities happens, the people will be get booked under the various sections of IPC and all. So likewise, these all acts are in my mind through this visualization technique. So when it comes to writing down about this electoral disqualification under various laws, so certainly I will be writing all these acts through visualization. So the visualization technique, and you make short notes and you make mnemonics as well. So likewise, the things you can memorize the things, and most important thing is revision, revision. The revision is very essential factor in UPSC syllabus, UPSC preparation. because the syllabus is very vast. You have to keep revise the things. Then only you will be internalize all the facts and concepts into your memory. So that is the thing. Apart from that, suggestions about geography and how to prepare it. Yes, regarding geography, I suggest you to watch this PMF IAS, PMF Poor Man's Friendly IAS videos, PMF IAS videos. So these PMF IAS videos, there will be very crystal clear depiction and explanation about the geography fundamental concepts like frontal, frontal clouds and these basic pressure belts and these equinox concept and these all things, up tide and low tide. So these all things will be discussed in a crystal clear manner, and you have to use the atlas, and you just google about the various geography concepts. So in those geography concepts, you will be having the mind maps and pictures. Per se, if at all you need to differentiate between equatorial cyclones, so tropical cyclones, so and differentiate it with other cyclones. So there will be differentiation given in those depictions. So, and if at all, when it comes to various landforms, desert landforms, you will be having the picture of these hamadas and alps and like that. So then through that visualization process, by watching the various the images, so you will be having the better memory and a better understanding about geography. So this is the thing. And regarding pen, I discussed, and regarding memory techniques also, I have discussed. Uh, Apart from that, you people, if you people are having any doubt, please come. Yes, how to learn English? There is one comment. So to learn English, I could say uh, you have to do this SERT, state syllabus books from class 1 to 10. After that, you pick up NCERT English, class 1 to 10. After that, Raymond Murphy. Raymond Murphy, I think I'm having the book here. No, I'm not having the book here. So Raymond Murphy, The Essential English Grammar. Raymond Murphy, Raymond Murphy, Essential English Grammar. Um, this book will be having three levels: basic, intermediate, and advanced. Three levels of books are there. The essential of English grammar. Three level books you have to do. So I did only two books. So with the two books, you will be having the very decent content. Language skills. So apart from that, you have to download 3,000 keywords. 3,000 keywords from Oxford website. If you search in the Google 3,000 keywords, Oxford keywords, you will be getting an PDF containing having this 3,000 keywords. The concept of 3,000 keywords is that if one wants to speak, if one wants to speak in English like a native English, you just need 3,000 keywords only. You just need 3,000 keywords only. No need to have the high vocabulary. So in these 3,000 keywords, you basically may know about 1,000 keywords, uh, and learning 2,000 keywords will not be a big deal if you are having the dedication to learn English language. Apart from this, I do suggest, if at all any people want to take the UPSC exam in regional medium for mains, I do suggest to read these basic NCERTs in English medium only, not in Hindi or English Telugu medium. These days, NCERTs are available in Telugu medium. AP government is translating these books to, sorry, translating these books and providing to the school children of Andhra Pradesh. So this is my, and you need to read the Hindu newspaper on regular basis. So gradually your vocabulary also taking place. So this is what my contribution to this session. So if you people have any doubt, please drop it in comment box. So I will be replying for that. Shall I conclude the session? Yes, environment and science, science and technology strategy. Uh, for environment, I told you that I referred this Shankar IAS Academy book. Shankar IAS Academy in fundamental concepts you have to be thorough with. Apart from that, you need to read the newspaper. You just go through the previous year environment questions. So in those environment questions, you will be having the idea uh, how and what extent these environment questions are going to be given in a preliminary, mains, and interview. So by analyzing these previous year questions, you will be understanding basic understanding about these flies and species likewise. And if at all there is any report about the various environmental bodies from various environmental bodies like UNFCCC, UNDP, UNEP, like that. So you are in a position to go through it. Yes, essay strategy also I will be discussing. So likewise, you have to make sure that you have to go through previous year questions. And these days people are referring this PMF IAS Academy, PMF IAS environment book, but I referred only Shankar IAS. So, taking the fundamentals from the standard book and complementing it with the current affairs is the essential. So, when it comes to science and technology, you have to read class 6 to class 12 science NCERT books. In class 11 and 12, you don't need to read these physics and chemistry books. Just need to read these biology books. So apart from that, when it comes to science and technology, I refer this Ravi P. Agrahara. So that book covers the very fundamental, all the fundamental things, and then you have to be thorough with this current affairs newspaper and magazines as well. So this is the, and when it comes to science and technology, if at all you read up, you come across about any technology, you just think about it and its application uh, in a generalist manner, not a specialist manner. So in a generalist manner, you have to think its application to the society. Likewise, this year they gave about how radars will be useful and what all uh, factors, I mean, what are phenomena that can be tracked by using these radars. So you don't need to what is the principle of radar, what is the frequency of radar, and what is the spectrum and the wavelength of these radars. So you don't need to know about these all things. You just need what is radar and how will it be useful in various socio-economic and security and intelligence aspect. So you just need to have that application orientation when it comes to preparing science and technology. So apart from that, regarding essay strategy, essay study, and a few people have asked also regarding coaching also, and history strategy also I will be telling. So regarding essay, in my first attempt, I scored 133 marks in essay. I wrote one essay very well, but I took 2 hours time. And for second essay, uh, I was supposed to write it within 55 minutes only, because I also wasted 5 minutes reviewing the previous essay. So I hurriedly scribbled down all the things just to come out of that examination hall. And I was thinking, though essay paper is gone like that, but I got 133 marks because of, I think because of that first essay. The examiner might have the positive impression on my skills, and they might have generously awarded the marks in second essay. But when it comes to my 23 attempt, I got only 108 marks in essay. So, but I don't know what mistake I did. In fact, I felt I did very well in 23 essay paper. I performed very well in this 23 essay paper, but the scores were other way around. So, my suggestion about essay preparation is that you have to have an organized mindset to write an essay. Essay is all about how you think. It reflects how you think. So for that, you need to have the broader perspective. You just to develop this perspective, you just read an article or editorial given in the newspaper. You just read that new editorial and keep that editorial aside, and then you just think about, okay, what all other aspects that I can that can be linked with this editorial. So you will be having multiple ideas. So you will be having multiple subject topics exposure. So per se, if at all someone discussed about the security impact of facial recognition technology, the security advantages of facial recognition technology. So in an editorial, the author just to give all the positives and how it and a few negatives, and he suggests some remedies. But here, your work starts. So after reading these things, you need to think in a line that how what is facial recognition technology first, a very basic, and what is the technology based on what technology based on this facial recognition technology being functional. So second thing, and third thing, as the author gave the positives, you will be adding few more positive aspects and few more suggestions as well. But you need to think beyond those things also. You need to think ethical aspect of this facial recognition technology, and you need to think the cultural aspect of the facial recognition technology. So, what if someone having the turban, like the in Sikh community, people wear turban. So, the your facial recognition technology signature will be taking your jawline and the nose line and the ear and the gap between eyes and all. So in few communities, the people grow the beard. So at that time, the no jawline will be visible. So how come this facial recognition technology will be considering that person? And there is a technological error also there might be. So how will you be in a position? What if the facial recognition technology uh, is recognizing an individual, it is false negative or false positives. So these all ethical aspects also you need to think. And when it comes to administrative aspects also you need to think. And various case judgments are telling you to get the facial recognition and the person. I mean, in Puttaswamy case, the famous Puttaswamy case, the privacy also important, the fundamental right. So if at all you are taking the facial signatures of an individual without knowing him, so it may violate the fundamental rights. So you need to think on these all lines. So then your perspective and answer writing ability and essay composing strategy, strength, and those skills will also be increasing. So likewise, you need to first in first stage you need to improve this essay broad mindset. After that, you need to put it on paper. So usually, this year, why I got 108 marks, I think I used to, I crossed the word limit. They stipulatedly give 1200 words. I think I wrote more than 1200 words. So you need to adhere to the word limit given by the UPSC for essay paper. So Regarding essay, you need to bring broader perspective, subject knowledge, and you need to refer previous year toppers essays as well. Previous year toppers essays, because they will be giving cues, phrases, quotations, and all in a consolidated manner. You just refer of 10 to 15 toppers essay copies, out of which we will be comfortably able to find 50 to 60 quotations and 50 to 60 good phrases. So those phrases you can replicate in your actual mains, actual exam. So there is nothing wrong in it. So likewise, you need to have this broader mindset and presentation skill and learn from previous year toppers, and you need to adhere to essay as well. So I told you to write this A4 sheet exercise daily on daily basis. If at all you practice that A4 sheet daily, writing an A4 sheet size of paragraph A4 sheet, you mean you are doing writing practice in A4 sheet, that will also increase your essay articulation abilities. And in essay, I came to know that the essay paper will be evaluated by uh, not by subject experts. They will be evaluated by English literature professors, language professors. So try to avoid the grammatical error, and try to avoid the spelling mistakes, punctuations, and subheadings. These all things matters for English literature, because I too did my English graduation with English literature. My English teacher, my English professor was so cautious about these punctuations and the spelling mistakes. I'm very bad in at remembering the spellings, but I do recite it in my mind, but I do write it wrong. So likewise, there is a higher probability that you may write the wrong spellings and bad punctuations and all. So that may brought to you to 90 marks, because this year the many toppers having the range of 400 rank and all, they are also they have also scored around 80 90 marks in essay. Otherwise, they would have been in top 100. So likewise, the essay will be very crucial aspect. This is what the strategy that I have followed. So the pick up a few phrases and quotes from newspaper as well. So likewise, essay strategy and history. When it comes to history, I have seen many people facing difficulty uh, remembering many facts and years and phenomena in history. So in history, seems to be difficult. It seems to be difficult. Why? Because you need to remember many facts, but if at all you observed it in a scientific manner, so you will certainly be in a position to remember it. You just visualize the history as a tale or story. So for that matter, if at all if you done this Indus Valley civilization topic, you do read this is classics, our past book, and in which the Indus Valley civilization is briefly given in 4 to 5 pages. After reading this Indus Valley civilization, do read it in Karim's textbook. I mean Karim's book or notebook, or some other source that you have chosen. Do complete that Indus Valley civilization and go to YouTube. You just Google about Indus Valley civilization, then it gives you many videos about Indus Valley civilization with a good animation. In that good animation, you will be seeing this great water bath and the dancing on Pashupati seal and the various drainage system patterns and all. Likewise, the entire Indus Valley civilization has been given in 10 to 10 minutes video. So if you at all if you gone through, if you watch those videos, then your memory will be having the much retention capacity. Because if we read, we may forget, but if we see the visualization, that will be having greater impact on our cognition. So this is the thing about history. And when it comes to history, many people fear about it because you are not in a position to remember all the chronologies. So you may think the history is a very vast subject, and this you don't know what kingdom comes at what time. So you need to go through this chronology. So this chronology, if at all you are well versed with chronology, it may be in 4 to 5 pages only chronology. So then you will be understanding which kingdom comes at what period of time. So like this, you will be proceeding with the history. So when it comes to coaching, when it comes to coaching, so the coaching, I would suggest don't blindly follow the toppers. So these days, the toppers are showing gratitude to every institution. So you just interact with people who are studying there and take the suggestions from there. How the course will be, how much accountable these coaching individuals and all. So when it comes to my team, I joined Bajiram and Ravi in Delhi. In that coaching, I found it was not so beneficial for me. Then I quit in between. I took the 5 months or 6 months coaching. Then I left the coaching and started the self preparation. And but when it comes to answer writing practice and mentoring and all, I joined at the Sarat Chandra IS Academy. The Sarat sir gave me personal time. So with that personal time only, I am able to rectify my few mistakes. So if at all were not in a position to join any coaching, it doesn't matter. There are many free sources available. So that's the thing. Apart from this, I'm about to conclude the session. So if you people are having any doubt, please let me know.